the storm reach your heart. May the storm reach your heart.
At one time. But let's go on. And so March Madness last week I think we reacted to like sort of the first round of the games, whatever, gave our opinions on it, how awful it was. But finally there was some good basketball in the second round with Gonzaga. I forgot who they playing, but I know
they played. I was watching that game. I can't remember.
Yeah. Let me look up the
Was
games.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Let me look up the
I
games.
was watching it though.
Yeah.
Was it Northwestern?
It may have been. Let me see. Gonzaga. It was that's the wrong one. Man, where is it? Oh, it was TCU.
Yeah, TCU.
Yeah,
I knew it was a purple team.
That was a good game.
Yeah.
84-81. That's how college basketball should be played. It shouldn't be in the 50s.
Or the 60s.
God. College basketball, that's the one sort of sport where they are still in prehistoric times when it comes to the way that the game has maneuvered. Like they're still trying to stay with the tradition. You know, you have to have a post player and all this other stuff. No, was it pace and space, something like that?
Pace and space.
Man, these games are awful. But the second round was pretty fire, especially Sunday. I was watching, I think it was Kansas State and Kentucky. That was a freaking great game. Went down to the wire, but the point guard for Kansas State got hot in the end. I think he hit a three, whatever, and so Kentucky, they lost. Michigan State and Marquette, Michigan State was controlling the entire game for the most part.
It was another upset.
FAU and Fair Dickinson was a really good, entertaining game for about, I'll say, 3/4 of the game, and then FAU they were just like, all right, not today. And I was rooting for Fair Dickinson because I just enjoyed their story. I liked the coach.
Princeton won again.
Yeah, that was another great story and stuff. And so, yeah, it's been really good. There's been some really good games. Maryland, Alabama was just
that was something.
Man, let me tell you something. So my alma mater, I was shocked that Maryland kept it close in the first half. I'm not gonna lie, because I told you this last week. They don't have any guys that can put the ball on the floor besides their point guard, their starting point guard. Everybody else, they have to rely on somebody else to make a play for them. It's just bad. Their offense is so god-awful. Whoever the athletic director is, listen, recruit guys that can dribble, that can put the ball on the floor. Because none of those guys, even Jameer Young, was having a hard time dribbling the ball. Please, for God's sake, get people that can create their own offense, that can get a bucket.
Get some ball, don't stop, guys.
Oh, my, yes. You know what? For once, I agree with ball don't stop. Get some guys that can, Kyrie's or whatever, that could dribble or something, because it's so bad out there. I'm watching the game. I fell asleep at one point. I wake up, Alabama's up 15. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm not surprised at all, because they're that bad, and Alabama wasn't helping either. They were god-awful.
Yeah, they were terrible.
Brandon Miller was god-awful in the first half. That Jelly Fam dude, I forgot his name. He was god-awful in the first half. But their defense is so good that they can overcome having a bad offense. And so that's what really propelled them to winning the game. It was their defense. It was just making it very difficult for Maryland to score at all. And that was really it. I'm not really a believer in Alabama that much, because
I don't know what to believe at this point.
They have a great defense. And one thing about college basketball in the tournament, if you have a great defense, that could really get you a long way. Look at Michigan State.
Defense and guard play.
look at Michigan. That's a good point. Michigan State in the past. The 1 year with I know Virginia, but 1 year with Virginia they won the championship and they had great defense. So it can really propel you. Oh yeah, Baylor that 1 year with Davion Mitchell and them, great defense. It can really propel you to might get you to Final Four. Tennessee they were playing really well also. They might make the Final Four the way that Tennessee.
Oh, Tennessee.
Yeah, and I think I mentioned this on the podcast, maybe not, but I do like how Tennessee is looking because defensively and just how athletic they are as well, they can get down there. And I always thought they were a dark horse, especially what they did to my Maryland Terrapins because they looked really scary. And so I'm not shocked they're in the Sweet 16 right now. And then we have San Diego State. It's another team that's very scary, and I was like, ooh, Furman. They beat Furman, and they just beat the brakes out of them. Yeah, they have a really good offense. Kansas lost to Arkansas. Like, wow.
Didn't I tell you? I said on the pod last week, I said Kansas is not that nice because that point guard, I still don't know his name. I said the point guard was going to be the reason they ain't going to get far because he played too wild. Guard play and defense matters the most in March.
Pretty much. And what's his name? Is it? Let me see. What's his name? Is it Grady Dick? Is that the guard, the white boy?
No.
Nah, Harris.
I think it might be him. I know he wears a headband.
Oh, he wears it. DeJohn Harris or something like that. I think that might be it. Might be him. Well, either way, they lost.
Either way, I was right.
Yeah, you were right. It was a good game though. It was an entertaining game. 71-72 Arkansas. I really enjoyed that game, and just Texas Penn State was a really good game. It looked like Penn State was going to get the upset, but then all of a sudden Texas was like, not today. And then UCLA and Northwestern, that was another close game. UCLA, I really like UCLA. I think they might go all the way. Just some of the games that I've seen this year and what they did to my Maryland Terrapins, and we were at home. I was going to go to that game, but I was like, I can't do it. I'm sorry. I got stuff I got to do. And thank God I didn't go to the game because I think they blew them out by like 30. It was bad. And Maryland was at home too. So, yeah, it was some really good games in the second round. That first round was just awful. But the second round, better competition, better basketball displayed. And hopefully the Sweet 16 can deliver even more because just some of the games on the docket, like Gonzaga and UCLA, I expect that game to be really good because both of those teams, they know how to play and they have really good coaching.
UCLA might win that though.
I have UCLA that game too. I just like how they're built. And then you have Tennessee and FAU. I like that game as well. I think that Tennessee is going to win. They're just defensively, they're just annoying, and I think they're going to really prevent FAU from really getting to a rhythm. UConn and Arkansas. See, a lot of these teams I'm not really familiar with. I know UConn, a lot of analysts pick UConn to go to the Final Four. So I'll probably go with UConn.
Let's see. Yeah, UConn is the favorites, it seems.
Yeah, and Kansas State versus Michigan State. Man. Just because I know Tom Izzo and just the makeup of his team, I'll probably go Michigan State on that one.
Michigan State?
Yeah, they playing Kansas State. I'm probably going Michigan State. And then on Friday, it's San Diego State, Alabama, Miami, Houston, Princeton, Creighton, which is kind of crazy, and Xavier in Texas. So, you know what? I think I'm going to go.
I'm unfamiliar with I know Houston ain't been playing as good as I thought they were.
Yeah, I know. It's been kind of struggling. It's weird that they're the number one seed. Like, what the hell?
They are 33-3.
I know. It's just like.
What division they play in? Oh.
Midwest.
I know, but like what under?
Oh, I know you're saying like
what
conference.
Power 5 or whatever.
Big 12.
Big 12. Oh.
Yeah, Big 12. So yeah, Alabama, San Diego State. I'm gonna go with San Diego State on this one.
Ooh.
I'm just not a believer in Alabama.
Yeah, Brandon Miller can't be dropping stinkers.
I'm
That's
not-
2 games in a row where he was non-existent.
I just like the way that San Diego State's been playing on offense and defense. So I'm gonna go with San Diego State. Although Alabama, they have a
huge
really,
favorites. Good grief.
oh my God, really? Oh,
Yeah.
7 points,
Yeah.
man.
Honestly, take the spread for San Diego.
Yeah,
They may
you
make
know
some
what?
money.
You know what? Hey, that's a good bet. Shoot, man. And then they have Houston. Houston, they giving them
They're
7
favored
points.
7. Dang.
Creighton, 10 points.
Mm.
Hey man, that's a good one too. That might be a good one too. Princeton, they might play spoiler and they give Texas 4 points. Okay, well, so those are some of the games on the dock sport. March Madness for the Sweet 16. I'm definitely gonna be watching, especially the UCLA and the Gonzaga game. So,
I want to touch on the women's division.
oh yeah, the women's.
I think Maryland play Notre Dame. I think. I don't know. Hey, listen, I've been rooting for the Maryland's women team, but they've been looking a little shaky.
Yeah,
And especially in that first half, I was getting worried last game. I was like, y'all blew a 13-point, like a 12-point lead before the half.
But did you see the second half?
Yeah,
though?
the second half, they was
They
hooping.
dominated and they won by double digits against Arizona. So that lets me know that they have, even though they gave up a little bit of lead, they still have that fire. They still have that 1-2 to say enough is enough. Let's get it together and let's win this game. So,
Oh, wow. Maryland is favored by 5 points. Interesting.
that's they're number 2 seed. So
Yeah.
I'm not really shocked.
I mean,
about that.
Notre Dame is 3.
Interesting,
South Carolina is favored by 17 points. Good God.
man. Yeah, South Carolina.
They haven't lost a game in nearly 2 seasons.
Yeah, they're no joke. Like they're
Don
probably,
Staley got them girls hooping.
yeah, for real. They're definitely gonna win. They're definitely not going.
Either them or UConn.
UConn.
And they don't even Page ain't even back for them yet. Which is crazy.
I forgot what there was. A number 1 seed that got upset. I think was it Indiana.
Yeah, it was
Indiana got upset. Yeah, they're number 1 seed. So yeah, Maryland they play Saturday against Notre Dame, like you said.
Why are they playing so late? Joe said 11:30.
11:30 a.m.
Oh, a.m. Oh, that's
which is early.
Yeah.
My gosh, man. So yeah, I don't know, cause I'm watching. I looked at some of these games and they're at the. Are they at Maryland?
I think so. The last game was at Maryland.
Interesting. I might have to. I don't know. I might have to go there. They probably sold out. They probably sold out.
Well, yeah, Sweet 16 games. So yeah.
UConn, Ohio State. Listen, I'm not familiar with any of these teams at all, so I'm just gonna be.
I know Iowa hooping. Iowa and Maryland, they're not in the same bracket, are they?
Let me see.
I don't think so.
Maryland is in.
They're in the South Carolina bracket, aren't they?
They're in the Greenville Regional. Yep. And Iowa is in the Seattle Regional. So no, they're in a different bracket, which is good because let's say they
South Carolina in Maryland's bracket.
Let's see.
Greenville.
Oh man, they are.
Yeah.
Yikes. Oh Lord. That means they
Yeah.
probably gonna meet up in like the Elite Eight or something. Or well, actually no, they're 2nd seed. Actually, yeah, they might if Maryland wins, they're probably gonna have to meet them up in the. Oh man. Oh well, Maryland had a good run. They had a good run.
Can they do the unimaginable?
Nah, they had a good run. 34-0. They had a good run. Oh my gosh, LSU. That player for LSU is really good. Caitlin Clark.
Angel Reese. Oh,
yeah,
man,
she's really good, and we already know what Caitlin Clark. Sensational. Stephen Curry like. I didn't know who the hell she was, but when I watched her game,
is she really Steph Curry or is she more Jimmy Fredette in college?
The moves that she doing is familiar to Stephen Curry, especially the distance of the shot. I'm like, man, that's Stephen Curry right there. And when I watched her play live, even though Maryland was clamping her down, just some of the moves that she was doing, I was like, man, this is not normal.
Yeah, she was doing. I'm like, is she playing a different sport than everybody?
Right. And so, yeah, so that was
like she hooped like she at the rec.
Right. And so, yeah, they play Colorado. we'll have to see later, but yeah, I think that'll do it for March Madness.
My life in these sentences. Fucking right, it's either that or life sentences. I'm relatives with Benjamin. I used to give a fuck about my luck when I was innocent. Now what the fuck is up? I'm at your neck.